One of the biggest mistakes that law school students will make or usually make is to not concentrate or focus their attention on learning and memorizing quickly the 56 rules of professional conduct for legal practitioners in Nigeria. While you're in your law school, you will need it thereafter, but you basically need it, primarily you need it for your law school. If you have not started learning it, you need to start learning it now, because there are so many other things to learn, and this particular one, these rules are the basic things that you would encounter in majority of your questions. Majority of your theory questions or scenario questions in exam are going to have to make you refer back to what the rules of professional conduct says or states, and then tell you how a lawyer is supposed to behave in a particular time, at a particular time, and in a particular way, the exact things he's supposed to do and not to do. You would face these things, these questions, over and over throughout your exam and your stay in law school as you're being taught. It's very important. Now, if you have not been learning it, now is the time to start. Thank God you found this video and use it to your best advantage. Now, the screen you see here is going to help you to be able to learn this, the whole 56 rules, as a series within the next 3 weeks to 1 month. You're going to learn the 56 rules from 1 to 56. You will know it, and you will know it well if you can follow exactly what I state. It has been proven, many have tried it, and it works fast. It works like magic. You just have to have an open mind, and you're going to learn like you've never learned before. I've designed this page for you, and it's meant to help you know this thing like you know your face. You have all the rules at your fingertips. I've put colors. I've made it more interesting and fun to learn. So all you have to do is to follow the words and the way I have designed it. Know them, know your sounds, and begin to learn that way. Now, for the first 13 rules, we have rule 1 to 13. And this is how I learned it in law school, and this is how I showed my friends that cared to learn, to listen and memorize in time, which it also worked for them. Now, how do you go about it? For this rule 1 to 13, I've grouped it into three sections, which is rule 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 13. So when you're learning it, you would easily know when you learn it over and over based on what you see on your screen now, you easily know what rule 1 is, you know what rule 5 is, you easily know what rule 6 is, and rule 10, rule 11, rule 13. So you have the imagery in your head. So whenever you're asked what is rule 7, you already know that rule 7 comes after 6, and you know what 6 is. When you're asked rule 9, you already know what rule 9 is because it comes before rule 10. When you're asked rule 11, you already know what it is because it's a landmark. When you're asked rule 12, you know what it is, practicing certificate, because it is in between 11 and 13. So this is the technique that you're going to use to be able to learn this thing very fast. If you have not started learning, pick up your learning caps and start immediately. So for this first 13, we have rule 1 to 13, and how you are going to pronounce the mnemonics that I prepared, which I used, remember, is GIDA RELPS MPN. GIDA RELPS MPN. So it's like the imagery of a man named Gida who helps MPN, but this time not helps, it is RELPS. Okay, GIDA RELPS MPN. The R is for retirement from judicial position or public employment. So how you're going to learn it, apart from the first technique I showed you, you get a friend, or if you're a lone ranger, you can learn it alone. What you do is ask yourself, what does G represent? What does D represent? What does A represent? And you learn it from 1 to 13, learn it back forth, that's 13 to 1, and then you learn it randomly. You keep asking yourselves, don't give yourself any, don't relax on this, okay? So if you have a learning partner, hold them by the hand and let them ask you questions. What is rule 9? What is rule 7? What is rule 13? What is rule 3? So by the time you have this GIDA RELPS MPN in your mind, remember the A is 3 A's, AAA, aiding, avoidance, and association. I have as. So use it to your best advantage, and I will bring out more for you in the next episode. I hope this helps you. It helped me. It helped every single person that I showed, and I believe it's going to help you. Have an open mind. All right then. Take care.